Yo, what it is, guys, we're here, we're doing this, we're doing Supergiant ABX and some other helpful information, helpful tips on Supergiant in general, just in different game modes, certain things you might want to do, you know, just some nuance with the rotation as well. So let's rock and roll. I'm gonna tell you a little story about so if you caught my brilliant rolling video, 40 CTPs down the drain. I don't even know how many rages I used. I used a lot though, and I'm probably really gonna regret that once reforged rages come to the game. I'm guessing I will. I had well over 40. I don't know, I'm not even gonna count right now, but the reason why I did it, because guess what? I just wanted the max proc with type, not all attack. It actually had the max proc on it. It had max proc but the lowest attack. So it seems like type has the advantage in most cases for most characters. I found with Supergiant I was able to score more with the all attack. Now the difference between the two, I have two runs that I'm going to show in this video. The first run I'm going to play with the type actually, and let me show you that one. It's the one I took off Scarlet Witch, and if you don't know, it's 1,500 crystals to unequip these things. So I unequipped the Brilliant 3 different times. I had to take it off Scarlet Witch originally, I had to take it off Supergiant, and then I had to take this one that I put on Supergiant off her again. 4,500 crystals just to bring you guys this information. I wanted to know myself personally, but we're kind of comparing these two on slightly different terms. This has the lowest type, and the one that she has the middle all attack, right? Because it goes 24, 28, and then 32, and the type goes 50, 60, 70. So maybe, and you'll see what I score with the type with this type, and then you'll see what I score with the all attack, and maybe if they were both equivalent on all terms, because the chain hit and the all attack are actually they're pretty much the same. They're like so this one's 22.2 and 34.9, and Supergiant's is 22.6 and 34.5. So they're pretty much the same. But if the type on Scarlet Witches was 60% and not 50, then maybe it would be more equivalent. Honestly, what I could have done was I could have took Mephisto's. His actually had 60, but if the results were that the type was that much better for Supergiant, I was going to leave it on her. So that's why I didn't really want to touch Mephisto's. I just want to leave him as it is because he's a monster in all game modes. Thing is, Scarlet Witch, I don't really use her for World Boss Legend. I use Supergiant though. So if I could put the better CTP on Supergiant and get more out of her, right? If you catch my drift, because I'm using her in other game modes, not just ABX, then you kind of wanna organize your account like that. That at least that's the way I think of it. Yo, check it out, guys. It's just a sneaky bandit popping up in here. I know it's been a while. It's been at least a few videos since you've seen the likes of me. Nothing too crazy here, but we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna pop these boxes. I mean, this sneaky bandit, he's got to come in and at least say hi. Was that 200 Kid Omega bios? Yeah, these loot chests here, like this Tony Stark deal and that other one. I don't know. Nothing really ever good comes out of it. You could probably totally just skip that. Yeah, what did I get here? I got 300,000 gold and 200. The energy's actually not bad right about now. And I was only in Challenger. I wasn't in, right? Challenger is the second top league, right? For Danger Room? I'm honestly not even sure. Let's go and check. Let's go and check, because there's days where I just skip. No, Challenger is the top one. Vibranium is the second one. I always get it mixed up. But there's days I just skip Danger Room because I just don't have the time to play it. Now, one thing I want to mention, story mode, guys, they did it to us. I mean, honestly, I didn't even check the Dimensional Clash. This is one that, if I have like extra time and I'm bored, I'll go ahead and I'll play this one. But this one, I feel like you always get some of the bad characters in it more than the other ones, but it looks like it's like quite the opposite here. Was it Ant-Man and Black Panther? I mean, you got to put those two on the same one. There's a Heimdall there. I'm not going to go through all these, but yeah, ones that's really bad. This one, I've never seen this one so bad, guys. I've never seen it so bad. We got was that Sif there, right? Yeah, we got Sif. We have I know a lot of people don't have Molecule Man built up. He's a very expensive character because you need all the other ones, right? He's a part of the Epic Quest. Elsa over here is pretty bad. And then here we have, dude, really? We have War Tiger, Heimdall, and Nightcrawler. 2 of these I don't even have. Heimdall and Nightcrawler. And War Tiger, I only have him because he was part of the rank up to level 70 basically for free, right? It was like for 1 gold per, gear and all that. And then Elsa, Sif, and Molecule Man. Yeah, a lot of people upset about that. And then what do we have over here? I feel like this one's maybe not that bad. Spider-Woman, I know a lot of people don't have her. She's not bad, but she's just not meta, and she's paywall. And then over here, this one's not bad. This one's okay. I mean, Storm is kind of useless now, but actually her uniform, I can't say she's useless because I use her every day. I use her every day in World Boss Legend just for her passive. And this one's not bad either. This one's not all that bad, but let's check out this one here. So we have, oh my God, Silk, seriously. And then Spider-Man. A lot of people don't have Spider-Man built. We have Spider-Woman. I mean, dude, justice for the spiders in this game. Come on, guys. We need a uniform for Spider-Woman, and then, obviously that movie for Spider-Man's coming out, so we should see something for him too. And then Winter Soldier here, that one's really bad as well. But other than that, it's not terrible. But yeah, they need to do a better job on that. I feel like because they gave us, all those crazy rewards, now they're shafting us over here on the story mode. Yikes. But I've actually had pretty good luck. I've been getting all the pieces on all the runs there. But some days, it's just hit or miss, right? It's that RNG. Okay, guys. Sneaky Bandit out. Enjoy your broadcast now. So, let me break down her build here real quick. Real quick. So, back on the, trying to do this testing with these CTPs. Yeah, all I wanted to do, guys, was bring you more information. And I kind of, normally I would have stopped. I think it was maybe about 7 rolls in, I got something that was actually, it was 220 proc with the max type. And normally I would just leave that and then come back and visit at a later time. And, I just wanted to see how far it would go and really expose the system. And I really hope that, and that's the reason why I made the video, just to bring light to that situation, to expose the system for what it is, in hopes, devs, please make some changes to that, because it definitely needs, there's some progress that needs to be made there. So, in any case, she has 17 Odin's Blessings. I might go ahead. She's definitely worth a full stack, 100%. She's got a fully awakened ISO 8 set, and then the Brilliant, of course. And like I said, I'll point out and I'll show, I'll tell you one, obviously when I'm using it with the type, the run with the type, and then the one with the all attack. So let's go ahead and let's talk about her skills real quick. Let me just here, I'll just preview her skills, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about some of the buffs there. So 6. All right. So everybody, there's kind of a headache with her rotation because of the targeting. Targeting is really bad. Once you hit the 6, she steps so far back. So what I do is, in playing her with a judgment, I think is, well, I know for a fact that playing her with, I'm pretty sure a mighty judgment is better than a brilliant energy. Actually, I know it is, because people have done this testing. It is. So don't use an energy on her. Don't use a proc on her. You put a judgment on her, 100%. Okay. So let's here, let me come back out of this. So you want to hit 6, and then I always hit 1. I hit 1 right after, because 1 has the farthest targeting. Not really working right now, but okay. Let me get out of there. Come on, guy. All right. So you want to hit 6, and then you want to hit 1. It's not even working for me here. What the hell? So bad, dude. Her targeting is so bad. That's another thing you can work on, her targeting. So 6 with all black order. So 1, and then you hit 5, delay cancel, and then 4, 2, 3. And it's pretty much as simple as that. Her rotation is very simple. It's pretty easy. There's some nuance with her rotation, and I'm going to point out exactly what I'm doing, when I'm doing it. I tried a couple different things, actually. I tried doing like 2 delay cancel, 5 delay cancel, 4, 3. I tried a few different things, and what I'm doing, I feel like, is definitely the best way to actually do it. So let me pull this run up, and we'll rock and roll. Alrighty, real quick before I play the run, let me just talk about some of the buffs on our skills. Okay, so 5, this is one of the skills you have first. You get an all attack, all defense. You get a crit rate buff as well. Fantastic. You also get a heal, but for ABX really doesn't matter all that much. I'm really glad she has a crit rate buff, because if she didn't, it'd be tough to cap that off with the judgment. Now on 4, it's interesting because she gets skill damage, bonus damage on her skills. Typically it's on the passive. I'm totally digging that because, you know, now there's room for other stuff on the passive, right? The invisibility, that's pretty nice. And then you have some all resist, guaranteed dodge, and then decreased damage all receive. Mainly some PvP stuff though, but definitely helps with her survivability, which is really good for World Boss Legend. All right, and then her 3, she has a proc, a 75% for 1 attack proc. You do not want to cancel her 3. You want to proc on her 3. 2 is just a cancelable skill. Now on her 6, she has the accumulation on her 6. Which is very nice. It would have been nice, like Call has it on its 5th, but it definitely doesn't take away from her value, that's for sure. And then the gamut of all the other buffs, right? Crit rate, crit damage, ignore dodge, invincibility, remove all debuff. Hers is for 8 seconds. I think typically it's for 7, if I remember correctly. All right, let me go ahead. Let's pull up this run here, and we're gonna rock and roll. So this is with the type. Yep. Okay. Come on. There we go. And you know it's with the type because you have the additional custom gear option. So right there, I do the. Here, you know what? Let me just rewind it real quick. So here I do 6, and then I hit 1, and I partially charge up the type. 1, 5, delay cancel, 4, 2, 3. One thing I'll say. Here I'll just play it. One thing I have to say with the type is that you almost feel like, there's not a whole lot of movement with her skills. You almost feel like you got to run around and delay going into the next rotation a little bit, and I feel like that's why I didn't score as much with the type, because of, like you see, I'm trying to move around a little bit, and because as opposed to the all attack, that's where the value's coming in, right? It's the type, and if it's not going off, then you're just not using it. You're not taking advantage of it. So if there was, like, her skill cooldown is fantastic. It is absolutely fantastic. Like, they come off cooldown before they're like perfect. They're perfect. They're even just like slightly early. I think you have the longest cooldown on 3. But yeah, see, I'm running around. I'm trying to charge it up. Otherwise, you'll see in the other run, I attack. I attack, a little bit earlier. And one thing to note is that right here, you want to save the 1 skill. Right here, I don't hit the 1 skill because I need that off cooldown. Right, I can go right into the 6. See, I'm trying to charge it up here, but yeah, I hit the 1 to get closer, and then I go into the rest of the skills. 5, delay cancel. 4, 2, 3. And you want to cancel those, like immediate cancel. I tried doing it with a slight delay, and you don't want to do that. I scored quite a bit less. You want to do that immediate cancel there, and it's the 5, 4, 2, 3. And then here, yeah, and then I use the 1 after the 3 plays out. Boom. Use the 1, drop kick the beast, and then yeah, I even attack through, when he's in the iframe. You have the iframe ignore on the 3, so you still get damage in it. And as you can see, right, I had the 1 skill up, and I used that just to get closer. If you had a proc on her, I have a feeling that it would be pretty difficult to actually keep the proc. You'd have to do some crazy canceling. With that, you'd have to, I don't know, it might work. It might work, but I don't know. I wouldn't. I feel like it would just kind of be a pain. And then sometimes I'll even, so right here, right? Again, I did hit the 1. Typically, you want to save that. Well, I guess it comes off cooldown fast enough. It all depends on, where you're at in her skills and how quickly you're actually going to be hitting the 6. But typically, I would just save it just to be on the safe side, because you want to go into that next rotation as soon as possible. And like I said, I feel like that's where the type suffers a little bit, because you got to charge it up, right? You got to charge it up sometime. So I'm over there trying to move and groove and just charge it up a little bit. So here's where I actually saved the 1, right? Yep, saved the 1. It might have been off cooldown. There's a short cooldown on 1. Yeah, it's only 4 seconds. So, like I said, depending on where you hit it. And by the way, this run here, this is not my highest run with the type. My highest run with the type was 10.2. But I just, I did not record that run there. I didn't record. So this is 10.16. But I was able to score 10.2 with the type. That high score there is with the type. But my very high score is actually with the all attack, which came after this run because I swapped all attack back on her. And because when I was playing with the type, I realized some different things that I was doing with the rotation that allowed me to score a little bit higher. And I was very close with the type, or with the all attack, to that. So I thought, you know what, I think I could actually go even higher. And sure enough, I did. So let me pull that up here. Alrighty, here we go. This is with the all attack. This is my high score here. This is 10.32, which I think is pretty insane. This is pretty insane. It's like a 1,000,000 point increase from Moonstone solo. And by the way, yeah, this is the team up. You want Proxima lead, Raven, and then Supergiant. I have insight on Raven. Yeah, there's 3 custom gear slots. The one is just always solid green because that's the all attack. It's telling you the all attack, all defense. And then the one is insight, and the other one is the judgment proc. And then, yeah, sometimes like I'd sit in the 5 for a second, depending on where the proc is. But yeah, as you see, I saved the 1, and you can cancel that, pretty quickly into the other skills. But as you see, I'm going right back into the rotation. I think that's what's going to allow you to score. As long as your procs are hitting, as long as they're coming on time, that's what's going to allow you to score, a little bit higher. And here, I'm attacking through the iframe because on the 3, there's iframe ignore. You see, I'm at like 5 million by, the first minute, which I think is pretty insane. Again, didn't hit the 1. I get as close as I can to the beast. Boom, pop the 1, the 5. 4, 2, 3. Yeah, this run was it was smooth as butter. Smooth as butter. And yeah, whatever I'm doing in this run, if you want to score as high as you can with Supergiant, this is what you want to do. At least to my knowledge, this is what I found works best. Yeah, you could do Moonstone Supergiant, swapping, but I hate playing with Moonstone, so I'm going to avoid doing that. And here, because Beast is going into the Roar, you don't want to use the Awaken skill at this point. And yeah, and this is actually when you want to use it. You want to use it, when the Beast, goes to do the Roar. And canceling is just so easy with her because there's such a long, I think it's 5 seconds on the silence. Like the Beast was silenced like when I thought he wouldn't even be silenced, which was nice. But you have such short cooldown on her fit skill, like there's no reason why you should not get the cancel. But yeah, one thing I'll tell you to note is, yeah, depending on where the proc is, just pay attention to the proc, and that's going to help you determine like when you actually want to go into 4-2-3, because you could hit the 5 a little early, I feel like, but going into the 4-2-3. But as you can see, I'm still racking up some damage, right? It's not a lot of damage, but it's definitely something, when the Beast goes into the iframe there. And yeah, we're approaching some pretty high numbers here. And the Brilliant is definitely, yeah, we still have the 6. I probably, see, I guess, right there, I feel like I held the 6 for like another split second because I went into the 1. I probably shouldn't have went into the 1 just to be able to go into that a little bit quicker. But it probably wouldn't have mattered because I wouldn't have been able to pull off another rotation. But dude, 10.32, that's pretty insane. That is such a crazy increase from Moonstone. It's like, bye-bye, Moonstone. Sit down now. I'm actually curious to test her out in squad battle. See how she would do in squad battle. Because now that we have the crafting system, you might actually want to get back on squad battle, guys, because you could actually get this is where I want to go. I'm so used to going there. But you could actually, right, if you want more awaken crystals, now the max, you can only do it up to 5 times, which is this right here. So you can get additional 25 for 75 awakening crystals, 100 CNS, and then 50 Mcron crystals. But the thing is, I wish it wasn't Mcron crystals, because like the fact that I'm even saying that is pretty bananas. But you know, you're taking away from some of your cards now, right? I guess 50 isn't a you know, a crazy amount, but it's definitely something, and it adds up. Maybe I test around squad battle. Also for danger room, I tried her a few times in the Tari, right? Because the targeting is so bad. What I was doing is I was just immediately canceling 6 for the accumulation and the other buffs, and then going into and then just doing 6, 5, delay cancel, 4, 2, 3. You could do something like that if you're having trouble in danger room. That is definitely one thing you could do. That's something, you know, I'm not sure, depending on where your count is at, how much pierce and attack and the build you have on Supergiant, you might not be able to one-shot, but I was able to one-shot just immediately canceling 6 there. So yes, it's a crazy increase from Moonstone. I've seen people score very high doing a Moonstone Supergiant swap. That's definitely something you could do. People were running Proxima Moonstone. Yeah, Proxima Moonstone swap. Me personally, I like Supergiant. I'm just gonna stick with her. I'm wondering if she can actually outscore Loki. I don't know yet. Nobody knows. People say that Loki's still gonna outscore her because you have one less support, right? You don't have Raven on the team. So I'm not even sure what that team up's gonna look like, but you're definitely losing Raven there. So is that worth, like, you know, for me, I believe I was scoring about 9.3 with Loki, if I remember correctly. So is Raven worth 1,000,000 points? I don't know. I'm thinking that I might be able to outscore Loki, but we'll find out in short order there. But in any case, guys, I hope this helps you out. I hope this, you know, maybe shed some light on maybe some different things you could do with her rotation. Like I said, I tried a bunch of different things, and that's what I found out works best for me anyways. But as always, there's always some modifications that could certainly be made. I feel like, you know, even with characters that we've had, like with Captain Marvel, you know, just not too long ago, I found something else that works even a little bit better than what we were doing. But Supergiant's rotation is pretty straightforward. I can't see something that's going to have her, you know, increase from 10.3. That's just bananas. But yeah, hope this helps you out, guys. I'm going to end it there. But I have my 100 card rolling video coming up next, so you better stay tuned. You stay breezy, but most of all, friend, you stay safe out there now. Peace.